caution. Now you're holding back, but I can hear the pain underneath your breath. I can feel the shame running through your head. I just wanna stop it. I just wanna stop it. Where do you turn when you need someone? Where do you hide when you just can't run? Where do you go?
So guys, here are my ingredients. I have 3 big onions that I've chopped. I have like a tablespoon of the mixture of garlic and ginger. I have my pre-boiled beef over here, salt, and my pilau masala, and my rice over here. I haven't washed the rice yet. I'm going to wash it. We will wash it together so that you see how I wash it. And then of course you'll need your oil, so your cooking oil. So that is all I'll be using. This is like 1.5 cups of rice over here, and I've used this cup to measure. This is what I'm talking about, and yeah, that's everything we will be using today, so stay tuned. So first things first guys, we start by washing our rice. And when you're washing your rice, make sure you've washed it thoroughly. Some people don't wash the rice, but for me I prefer washing. And when I wash, especially for pilau, I like to wash it kabisa until all the starch has come out, like the water is clear. That will take me like 3 to 4 rounds of washing, and sometimes even 5. So that's just what I'm doing right now. I'm just washing the rice before I start cooking so that it can get some time to dry up. You get, so if you are able to wash it even before you start cooking, well and good, that's better. But if you can't, it's still okay to wash it just before you start your cooking process. So that's what we are doing. Make sure umeosha vizuri kabisa. So the reason why I'm insisting on washing your rice kabisa, like until all the white stuff is done, is because hiyo pia inafanyanga, it contributes kwa mchele yako kushikana. You get, so you want to ensure that hakuna kitu inachangia your rice kushikana. Yeah, that's the reason. So make sure you've washed it. It plays a part as much as the type of rice you'll be using plays a part. Kama mchele itashikana ikishaiva ama yeah, so yeah. So now we start cooking, and you want to make sure you have used enough oil. Kukaranga pilau inahitaji mafuta, so use enough oil, and then you karanga your kitunguu mpaka iturn golden brown. Yeah, so hiyo ndo siri ya obtain the brown color in pilau. We don't have to use soy sauce or any other boosters for color. You can just use your onions and you'll get a very perfect brown pilau. So yeah, let's cook the onions until they are golden brown. So guys, you can now see that the onions are starting to like turn brown. Not all of them, but some of them have turned. Remember, we don't want them to burn, so that's why you have to keep on swirling. Yeah, and once they get to a certain point of browning, you will see just very soon we will add in our ginger and our garlic combination oil paste. And the reason why you're adding it at that point, it's because garlic tends to cook very fast. So if you put it together with the onions, it will definitely get burnt, and you don't want anything to be burnt. Actually, I just realized, I recently learned that You see, when you make pilau and your pilau is bitter, I have made that mistake a number of times. You burn your ginger. Now ginger ikiburn, oh my god, it's so bitter. It's so bitter, and you don't want that in your pilau. So you see, it has turned brown. The onions have turned brown, and at this point is when now you add in your ginger and garlic, and you keep on stirring. Juu pia garlic inashika kwa sufuria, so keep on stirring to just ensure that it is not sticking as much, and then you ensure you are cooking it under low heat so that it doesn't burn. Yeah, so the reason why most pilaus tunakulanga pilau tunasikia zikiwa kali, it's because we are burning the ginger. So that is the hack, guys. Don't burn your ginger and your pilau will be so tasty. Yeah, also kuna spices zingine zinakuanga kali. That's why I prefer using just a few ingredients, just my garlic, my ginger, and my pilau masala, nothing else in my pilau. And let me tell you guys, this pilau is amazing. You should give it a try. So yeah, let's continue cooking. So you'll just watch the video, guys, until where now we will be adding in our pilau masala and our meat. So after this, we are going to add in our pilau masala in the nini after the garlic and the ginger has cooked a little bit pia, because pia you need to give your pilau masala a few minutes, maybe a minute or two to cook. So you don't want the garlic and the ginger to have cooked completely. You get me? Yeah, so you see they are starting to brown as well. So yeah, we add in our pilau masala at this point. Yeah, and for this recipe I'm using just 1 tablespoon of pilau masala. I'm not using a lot of pilau masala, just 1 tablespoon of pilau masala is enough for this recipe. So now our onions are ready. The pilau masala is well cooked as well. So the next thing we are going to do is just to add our meat at this point. Remember, we pre-boiled our meat, so it's already like boiled, and that's what we are going to add. And then we give it another 2 minutes to cook and to absorb the flavors. And then we add in our rice and then our water. Then we wait for our pilau to get ready. Remember, all this time we are cooking under low heat. And also remember to add in your salts. Add your salt to taste. Yeah, don't forget to add in your salt as well. Yeah, and you don't have to stress so much about the amount of salt you put at this point. You can always add more salts in your water when you add in your water. Yeah, until like the water will tell you if the salt is enough or not. So at this point the meat is ready, and the next thing we are going to do is add in our rice. Some people prefer to add water first, but I go with rice first for me. Then I add it bit by bit as I mix it in, and then I add in the water. Remember, we used 1.5 cups of rice. And after mixing, of course, you'll add in your water, and the same cup you used for the rice is the same cup you'll use to measure your water. Yeah, and in this case, because I always insist me upima maji. Some people don't, but for pilau I would never want to risk, because nataka itokane moja moja. And also, yeah, ukiweka maji mingi, of course it will overcook, and I don't want it to overcook. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure my water with the same cup I used to measure the rice. And because I used 1.5 cup of rice, I'll be using 3 cups of water, because we use the ratio of 1:2. If I add 1 cup of rice, then that means I will add 2 cups of water to cook the rice. So that is what I'm doing at this point. So yeah, kuwa unapima maji if you struggle with the texture of the rice after cooking. So yeah, and then we cover our rice and we wait for it to cook. So at this point, ukishaweka maji, I like to cook the rice under high heat, ndo maji isi. Ukipika na rice with low heat, I explained this on my last video. When you cook your rice under low heat at the beginning, when you've just added in the water, it tends to leave the water at the top. So it is drying the water yenye iko chini, and then hapa juu maji inabaki, so it gets soggy. Alafu ina dry huku chini, but hapa juu it's still wet. We want to avoid that. So for that reason, I cook it under high heat at the beginning, and then once the water has reduced, I reduce the heat as well, and I cover it. You get? So yeah, stay tuned. As you can see, the water has significantly reduced. So what I'll do is reduce the heat as well, and then now it's when I cover the rice. Sasa hapa ndo unaweza ongeza foil kama wewe ni mtu wa kuongeza foil, ama you just make sure the rice is well covered ndo iive sasa pole pole. So at this point pia unaweza change your burners. Kama ulikuwa unatumia bana kubwa, uweke kwa bana dogo, which is what I will be doing myself. Yeah, so at this point our rice is ready and it looks amazing, you guys. Can you see? Even the camera is not giving it the color. Ina tint. Unaona hiyo flashlight ina reflect. So the browning is there, guys. I can assure you of that. So our rice is ready, and as you can see, hajashikana, imeiva vizuri na hakuna maji imebaki. That's what we want for our pilau. You see, it looks amazing, and let me tell you, it tastes amazing. So please guys, if you don't mind, please try this recipe. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and if you like this video, if you've learned something, if you've enjoyed it, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel, and let's interact and yeah, that's it. I served it with kachumbari, as you can see, and it was amazing. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye.